energy. Yeah, you switch things up. Now you seem better than me. But was that even for? Was you playing your games? Was you really bored? No. Oh, I really should've known. We were that away till we hit a red light. Didn't see the signs. Oh, after all that time, this is it for us. You don't wanna try. Thought your love was real, but it never was. No, you can't decide. Oh, oh, oh. After all this time, this is it for us. After all this time, this is it for us. After all this time, this is it for us. Oh, I really should've
Alright, let's get started. We're gonna, for the warm-up, I'm gonna do another cold start on the Focke-Wulf 190 Dora so I can practice. And then we'll probably jump into another pre-contact war tonight. Kind of waiting before we start the next North Pole hardcore war for the weekend. Alright, where's my Dora? There we go. I did grab a couple of liveries for the Dora. We'll see if those work. I installed them like an hour ago, so I haven't tested them to see if they actually work yet. Oh, never mind, they work, because that's one of them. What was the other one? There was like a Red Baron. Hughes H1 Racer. That's the torpedo bomber right there that we're looking at. There's the Red Baron.
Request rearming.
That's pretty cool.
Copy.
That's not bad. I think the other one's a chrome. Might be a bit much. The Racer, the Hughes Racer.
Request rearming.
Oh yeah, that's chrome. That's not too bad though.
Copy.
That could be way worse. It's not bad. What's up, Romeo? How are you doing today? Or this evening? Or whatever time it happens to be where you are. Okay, what's up, Frame?
Rearming complete.
Yeah, I'm gonna mount a 120 on the belly of my Dora. Could you imagine putting an AIM 120 on a wing? It would start here and the tip would be out here past the prop almost. It does have two 13mm machine guns and then two, oh god, I can't remember the actual big cannons. I just can't remember the actual numbers on them. I'd have to look it up. But those two barrels are cannons, and then the two prop mount guns are 13 mils. We are not using that chrome. Let's just use the torpedo bomber.
Request rearming. Copy.
It's going. The Huey? Oh gosh. I was supposed to do a little workshop for someone tonight. I think it was Supreme. I think Supreme needed me to go over the navigation systems and MFDs on the Chinook really quick. I hope if he shows up, we'll do that after I do my Dora. If not, well, we can do a cold start on the Huey.
Rearming complete.
Well, it's going pretty good, Frame. You know, just plugging away. I finally started getting monetization on YouTube slowly. I don't have like ad revenue on YouTube, but I got big enough on YouTube that I can get like super chats and stuff like that going over there. So I'm starting to add more VODs and stuff to YouTube. And I've almost got the money secured to replace my throttle going out. So I've got my brand new stick, and hopefully by the end of this month I'll have the brand new throttle body. And then I'll be saving for monitors, probably. So we're slowly getting the rig all situated. Alright, let's start this thing. Alright, breakers. And then we don't need that one, we need those two and that one. Magnetos. Fuel. Flaps to half. We'll leave the alcohol off. All right, I gotta shut off the music just for a second here. I'm gonna have to hear I gotta hear the inertial starter spinning up. All right, everything else is good. Well, let's adjust our sight really quick. All right, we are gonna be shooting, it's probably just gonna have to go off of the Boeing. So that's 31.6. And then adjust the range. Let's go right in there at 1600. Okay. Sight set, inertial starter. Okay, I hear it. Voiceful, nice streak. Thank you. That's awesome. I hope you enjoy the show. Don't be afraid to ask any questions, and if something goes wrong, it's Vic's fault. Can you guys actually hear that inertial starter spinning up through the stream? I know some of the sounds sometimes don't go through on the stream. All right, it's spun up. We'll give it another 5 seconds. Brakes on. Contact. There we go. All right, we gotta let it warm up now. Got stuck when you have to throttle up the RPMs. My bindings weren't working. Okay, my suggestion would be for the throttle, because you're not going to use the throttle on a helicopter really ever. There's certain helicopters you might use it a little bit, but in almost all cases you're never going to touch the throttle because that will get you killed. The throttle stays at operating RPMs the entire time of the helicopter. So my suggestion would be just use your mouse. Unlock the throttle, and then once it's started, throttle it up to full just by spinning the grip with your mouse, and then just leave it. All your controls with the helicopter are the rotor pitch angle and not the rotor blade angle, not the RPMs. The RPMs have to stay steady and constant, or you'll lose power generation. That's okay. The starter spinning up kind of sounds like a real sick cat, so, or a really pissed off one. All right, flaps to half. We'll set the trim before we take off here. Actually, we're pretty good there. Come on, baby, warm up. Actually, this thing doesn't take very long to warm up. Let's see what... Let's go ahead and open the cowling. Once we get up in the air, we'll close the cowling and then let go of it, and we don't ever have to mess with it again because the engineering on the door is amazing and the cowling is automated. We don't have to, just like we don't have to change the prop angle at all. You can just run it off the throttle, and you don't have to manipulate the turbo. You just get to hear it whistle. It definitely takes a beast of a computer to run this software for sure. It's well worth it, especially if you really want to get into actual real aviation. This is about the only way to go. I was a pilot until I got, you know, I've been flying my whole life until I got all messed up and I'm disabled now and I can't fly anymore. And DCS is absolutely the closest to real flight that there's ever even come close to, which is why, which a lot of people don't know, DCS, what we're flying right now, DCS is a civilian version of an actual military training software program. So there's another DCS that's only for military use that we can't use, that's got more information in it and it's more accurate to the real thing. But everything in DCS is extremely close to the real thing, all the systems, all of it. The flight models, the declassified stuff. There's certain things that are a little off for obvious reasons, but when it comes to flight sim, especially helicopters. The helicopter part of this flight sim is so close to the real thing compared to everything else. But so's the jet, so's the fixed wings. Nothing comes even close. I got started with a pretty bad computer, and I was actually using just a mouse and keyboard when I first started. If you go back to my original videos from 2 years ago, like on the, I think I have some of those old VODs on YouTube. You can tell because the graphics are turned way down and it's a little spotchy and laggy. I don't fly near as smooth, although people thought I was using a HOTAS back then. I can see the problems I was having. You know what? I need to bind that. I don't think that's bound. So that's the 47 E40 EZ42 gun sight. Throttle grip, wingspan, that's fine. But what about that's the lens filter, I don't need that. There we go, gyro on off. Is it just M? Is that it? Oh yeah, it's just M. I wonder if I can... I need to bind that to the HOTAS, because sometimes you're going to turn off the... That's the gyro, by the way. So let's go to everything and make sure I don't have anything bound on here. I do not have anything bound on there. So let's put it there. So I can just hit that to turn the gyro on and off. Perfect. Up gyro on, down gyro off. Yeah, if you want to get into it and you have the money to get into it, your best bet would be to find someone that knows computers and get a high-performance, high-end computer built and start from there. A good HOTAS is going to run you around 550 roughly for a good one. Eye tracking or head tracking or something like that, you can drop anywhere between $0 if you have a webcam and you do it the cheap way. But you'll have trouble with it, but it will work. It gets you started. A good unit setup is probably going to be around 200 bucks. You can do VR if you want to try the VR route. It takes a lot more setup and time and other things, but a lot of people like the VR. I can't do the VR, I don't think. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm pretty sure it's going to hurt my body too much. Alright, we're warm. Let's taxi. The hard part, trying to take off in this thing. With no ground friction. God, I love the sound of that turbo spinning. Alright. Let's get lined up and get the wheel locked. That looks pretty good. Alright, double check. Half flaps, gear locked. Alcohol is off. Everything else is good. Oh, we're closed. Turn on the oxygen. Alright. Run it up 1600 RPMs. We'll slowly increase our RPMs up to about 2500 RPMs. We're not going to worry about manifold pressure until we're up in the air. Alright, 1600 RPMs, everything's good. And away we go. The real trick will just be DCS with no ground friction. It's going to be a little slippery, so just keeping it straight is the hard part. That's why you got to have a real steady increase to power. You got to use differential braking to try to stay straight until you get fast enough that the rudder takes over. Looks like we have rudder now. We're looking good. At about 160 kilometers, we'll let the tail come up and the nose come down. Now we're going to increase our manifold pressure up to 1.3. Gear's going to come up. And we're going to bring the flaps up. Piece of cake. Alright, alcohol's on. 3 red lights. That's it, we're flying. Alright, let's climb up. I need to test the gun sight real quick. That was a good warm-up for the cold start and takeoff. I'm getting better, I'm getting smoother. We'll see if we can engage a bomber. See if I can get the gun sight worked out. What are we at, 600 meters? Turn the gyro on. That's not on. There it is. Okay, it's on. Okay. Hey, Equalizer! Thanks for the Prime. 8 months you've subbed. That's awesome. Thank you very much. That's how we're able to replace our equipment that breaks. People like Equalizer. Except we don't need all the feed pictures anymore, Equalizer. You can keep the feed pictures to yourself. There it is right there. Wonder if we could try an 800-meter shot. There we go. I forgot to set my... That's why the gyro wasn't moving much. You gotta change that by elevation. So if we've got the correct parameters in the gun sight, when the enemy's wings are touching inside that circle, the gun sight will be close to accurate. By range. That's how you range them. Except I don't have the actual... The Boeing seems too big. Let's try the Beaufighter. I think that's going to be closer. That's 17.7, so let's do about 18. Right there. Everybody wants the P39. The Lightning. It was very fast. It was a great interceptor. Everybody wants that in DCS. The door wasn't very unstable that I know of. The Antoine was pretty unstable. The Antoine's the shorter, smaller version of the Dora. The Dora's biggest problem was it's not very good in a turn fight. It's the quintessential boom and zoomer, but it's got tons of power and it can, mid-altitude it was a very good boom and zoomer. You know, like a Mustang couldn't just fly away from it. But if the Dora pilot tried to get into a turn fight with the Mustang, they would lose that. I think I got both engines. Oh, yeah, you're right. I got the 38 and the 39 mixed up. Hope they all bailed out. I don't think we'll... the Air Cobra, the Aero Cobra, I don't think there's any plans for anything like that in DCS. I know there's a few people that have talked about the P-38 Lightning. Warbirds are going to come a lot slower, though. Until they start listening to me and fix the ground friction problem, and then they can probably get people playing Warbirds again a lot quicker. That's a good Dora warm-up. Soon I'm gonna have to equip the big rockets on here and test those. One of the reasons to get the Dora and DCS was for those 2 rockets. Those factories over there and that tower, which can be really hard to blow up in the World War II servers, unless you get like direct hits with big bombs, those rockets can take them out. They're the airburst rockets. You just shoot them down onto a ground target. Very effective. Super damaging. Oh, maybe we'll do that tomorrow. All right. Supreme. Is Supreme here? Oh, can you throw a link of it into the Discord? All right, are we supremeless? Oh my God! Actually, I wonder if I can remember how to even start a Huey. Give me a second. Let's put a cold Huey in here, and we'll do that. I think my Huey is set on hot start right now. Oh, we can turn the music back on now. The ambiance. Awesome. I will check it out later. Actually, I can check it out in just a second. All right, where's my Huey? There's a 2-bladed vehicle. That's got to be the friggin' Huey right there. Huey 1. That's a hot start. And this one is a cold start. Okay, so we have a cold one. All right, General. Oh yeah, that's nice. Two engines with a bunch of guns. What more could you want? Great interceptor. All right, cold Huey, cold Huey. There's a Huey. Huey cold, there we go. Today our helicopter is brought to you by me. Okay. So let's see. First thing was AC phase, right? Inverter spare. That's not right yet. We need essential bus. Generator power on. Starter generator on. And then we kill the sound. Okay, from this point now, usually what I do, Trife, is come down here and instead of making a binding, because you're not going to need to work the throttle, just roll the throttle upward and then back it back down. So that way it's on idle. So you have to click it off to start it and then put it back to idle. Turn on your fuel. Alright, I think I got it. So now from here, hold on your starter. And keep holding it down till your gas produces up. I usually hold it down till 20. Okay, now I let it off. Now we just wait it to stabilize, and then we throttle it up. I guess we can shut the doors. Or else it's going to get really loud. Okay, stabilized. Now we slowly increase the throttle. That's it. Now you never touch that throttle again. Alright, now we come up here. Inverter to main. Come back up here to AB. Whoops. And then we switch to main generator. Turn on our radar altimeter. And then set all your stuff the way you want it. Depending on the temperature, you got your pitot heat. When in doubt, just turn on the pitot heat. All your lights, all that stuff, however you want it. Welcome back, Romeo. That's pretty much it, Trife. We're hot started. Turn on your IFF. Turn on your radios. Comms up.
450 at 7,000 cold.
Countermeasures. Safe the weapons. That is a cold start for the Huey. Actually, Tripe, are you even here? I might have just said all that to the void. That's okay. He might be at work busy. I could do it for him later. Yeah, don't do a binding for the throttle. Just set the throttle with your mouse is the best way to do it. At the very start, just increase it over the lip and then back it down to idle. Start the helicopter. Once it's stable, slowly bring it up to full throttle. That's all you got to do for the throttle part. Hold down your starter to 20, then let it off. Make sure your generators are set. Once it's at full power and you're throttled up, put your generators to main, inverter main. Go to AB on the power. All that good stuff. Oh, this is a blank Huey too. But yeah, because you're not going to use the throttle for anything else, you're not going to mess with that throttle unless you want to die. I would just set it that way. That's what I always do as well. I don't have a binding for it. If I have a binding for it, I might accidentally hit it. If you lower the RPMs of the engine while you're flying, your generators are going to pop and you're going to fall out of the sky. Oh, actually, you won't necessarily fall out of the sky, but you're going to have a big issue. Luckily, the Huey's mainly analog, so... If Supreme shows up here in a little bit, we'll do the MFDs and the navigation stuff really quick for the Chinook forum. It's going to be a chill night tonight, so if he needs help with something, we could just stop whatever we're doing and do it. God, we're so light. I'm used to doing barrel drills with a full loadout. It's hard to maintain a ground cover when we're this light. It wants to keep going.
Overlord 1-1, pop-up group 293-418 at 1,500 knots.
It's gonna try to climb when I go around.
Overlord 1-1, Bra 292-417 at 1,500 knots. Overlord 1-1, Bra 066-450 at 7,000 gold.
Knock, knock. Okay. That's a good warm-up. Huey's super easy to start. Go start a hind or a black shark. It's not really hard either, but there's just a lot more steps. There's a lot more to it. Takes a little bit longer to get used to the Russian helicopters doing cold starts. Actually, I think it took me I think the black shark took me the longest to kind of remember everything and not screw it up. Alright, no plans. I'm just going to choose one of the easier fun wars, depending on population. I don't want it to be overpopulated server, because it won't be as fun. Will be too many people will be going after the same... Oh, there we go. Nobody's really on right now. Syria or Caucasus? Let's hit the Caucasus. Probably don't need SRS tonight, but... Okay, HOTES is reset. Is this a fresh war? No. Halfway across the map already. Ooh, Delta. Echo. Echo's always a pain, because that's where they launch all the Havocs. Speaking of which, Havoc. 4 Havocs. You'll be able to complete the process first time now, just by using the mouse to articulate the throttle by hand. It'll solve all those problems that you were having immediately. If you can't just throttle it up. You can't just hit a button and it'd be at 100%. The engines don't work that way. Started at idle, and then once it's stable, because you got to wait for the rotor blade to catch up to the engine RPMs, or you're gonna burn it all out. All the clutching and stuff will just smoke. So yeah, started at idle, and then slowly work the throttle up. Once the rotor blade is stabilized with the engine RPMs at startup, then you can slowly throttle it up to max, and you won't have any issue at all. Why so many friggin' Havoc? Oh wow, they got rocket artillery firing too. Look at that. They're raining down the rocket artillery. Luckily, rocket artillery is extremely inaccurate. Oh, that's our factory they're going for. I lost my mouse. It's not letting me. Oh, miss. Went over the top. Alright, so what do we want to do? Ooh, that hit. Damn, they hit us hard, actually. I guess if we're not going to go after Echo just yet because of all those Havocs, we could go over here and try to silence these Smirches. This is where the rocket artillery was coming from. These are the Smirches right here. That's what's shooting all those rockets at us. Oh, it's winter too. Okay. We'll have to run stuff a little hot. Strela, Shilka, Gecko. Shilka. So one Gecko. And MiGs are in the area too. Oh wow, there's a lot of... Jesus, there's a lot going on here. I guess our first thing we'll have to do is try to silence that Gecko. So let's grab a Viper. We'll get up in the air with some harms and some AMRAMs and try to silence that Gecko, and then we can go from there. Alright, Krimsk. Let's grab a Viper with an Elant pod. We probably don't need that many harms. We're just gonna go after the Gecko. I'm not worried about Krasnodar, so let's take a couple of extra AMRAMs. We'll take the bag to get up to altitude, although we don't need that much altitude either. We don't need to go up to the perch for a Gecko. It'll never turn its radar on if we do that. It's gonna be a low altitude straight shot. Yeah, that'll do it. That's what you need when you're gonna take off in a F-16 Viper, is some slow, sad country music. Don't need that. Need that, those. Alright, bag is up. Nope, orphans make the best pilots. Alright, I guess we'll take off and then we'll take off and we'll spiral south and gain some altitude, and then we'll go nose on once we're all set up and fenced in and head in the right direction. That way, because there's so many enemy jets out there, we don't want to take off and just head straight at them. I'm sure all of those Fulcrum S's are all packing R-77s, so we got to be careful. R-77 will get you. Speak of the devil. That's an S model Fulcrum. Who's he actually fighting? It's not me. He's going after a Chinook, maybe? Yeah, it looks like he is actually going after a Chinook. That Chinook set up a Roland out here. Oh, it missed though. It's good smart play. Setting up those SAMs out here in the field to catch them up. Alright, well let's get in the air. so we can help him. That guy's doing good work. We don't want him to get blown up. Alright, here we go. Mill power. Jesus, the data link is just covered. Alright, let's hit the blower. Rotating. Alright, we're gonna head west and then head south. Tree fitty? That's possible. It's very possible with the amount of shit that's up in the air right now. Alright, let's get our harms powered up. And let's get our fighting mode set up. All right. All right, where was that gecko at? Foxtrot. I don't have the numbers for the pre-briefing. Should be right. I think that's Foxtrot right there. Or right there. Oh, our Sams are shooting. Oh, they got one. Go Sams. Oh, you know what? That is Foxtrot. Let's get a data link on, data track on that guy. 3,000 feet. Okay, that's some of the Havocs. I'm not gonna try to shoot the Havocs down yet. I might go after some of them after we shoot our harms. Yeah, that's the gecko. All right, bag's empty. Let's lose the bag real quick before we get started. Alright, we're ready for war. That's the gecko. And we got the gecko. We're just gonna... Oh, triangulate it already. Alright, let's get a shot off. Hitting the blower. We need to get closer and we need to get faster. Those guys over here at like 20,000, 25,000 feet, those are those fulcrums. Try to get both of our harms off. Alright, Mach 114, Magnum 1. We're gonna give him another shot.
Caution. Caution.
Switching to Cat 1. Alright, those Havocs are all down near the ground. Let's see if we can kill a couple of these Havocs for the team. Let's go down to 1 bar here. Gotcha. Box 3. Hello, Aiden. How are you doing? Splash? Nope, not Splash. He survived a AIM-120. That's a hell of a helicopter. And there we go. We just got the gecko with our harm. This is Digital Combat Simulator. It's a... Yeah, that's what it is. It's War Thunder. You bet. Sure. Alright, that's... Havoc survived. We need to stop that thing. It turned around at least, but still, we need to make sure it dies.
Altitude. Altitude.
Alright, Fox 3. That's 2 AMRAMs. Go down. Shit.
Cap flare. Cap flare.
Alright, 1 Havoc down. We gotta go backwards a little bit. We're getting too close to the SAMs. SAMs at Echo. At least those fulcrums aren't burning for me yet. We should be able to kill this other Havoc really quick, hopefully, before we turn back in and go land. come on. It's not gonna give it to me.
Lock.
Is that him? I don't think that's him. It's not.
Altitude. Altitude.
Yes, Betty. We're low. Got it. Thanks for that info. Alright, I guess we're just gonna let him go home. Alright, let's RTB. We got rid of that gecko, so now we can go assault Foxtrot, and we'll take out those rocket artillery so they'll stop shooting at us. Krimsk, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? I thought it's 7. I know it's 7. Alright, there it is. There's Krimsk. Yeah, this one's DCS, Digital Combat Simulator. A little more real, well, way more real, way less arcade. What's up, THC? And Monster, I'm sorry I didn't get shot down. I tried. I'm not good at dying. SA3? There's no way that's on me. That's some Eye of Sauron shit going on. Alright, board's out. We're gonna bleed some speed.
Altitude. Altitude.
We're a little heavy with fuel, but not too bad. There must be an SA6 and 3 either at Krasnodar, or one of them might be at Echo. Usually there's not a SAM system at Echo though, so I have a feeling they're both at Krasnodar. Our gear, we're just gonna shoot straight in. What's the landing speed of this thing? Mach 1? That must be one of our refuelers. Or it's an AWACS. It's probably a refueler. AWACS wouldn't be this far forward, I wouldn't think. Alright, on speed. And on time. We're coming in a little steep. We'll drop it down just a little bit before we get there. Yeah, we'll go straight for Gecko next, or Gecko. We'll go straight for Foxtrot. It just depends on what we're going to use. Do we want to use a helicopter or do we want to use a strike craft like an A-10? Probably an A10 for the first flight, just to, because there's Strelas and Shilkas and all that. We'll hit those with the A10. Nice and smooth. Decent aero brake. Cold as it is, I was hoping to get a better aero brake than that, but it doesn't matter. Alright, first flight. Probably wasn't worth much credits for the team, but still got work done. Yeah, 70 credits, 1 SAM and 1... Should be worth a lot more, though. Killing SAMs and Havocs, that's priceless. If those two Havocs get anywhere near your, like, position, they can kill everything there. And they can absolutely shoot planes out of the sky, too. Havocs are way overtuned on DCS at the moment, on, like, every server. On North Pole servers, they're broken. Nothing like getting, like, 360 no-scoped by a helicopter when you're in like a Hornet. All right, boards in. Get him! I look like a Viper too. Alright, we're out. Oh, there's also a convoy of tanks coming. We might want to stop those too. But the main goal is to kill these smirches right here. Or else they're just going to keep shooting. And they might actually start hitting shit. So let's grab the A-10. And remove this crappy loadout with stuff on the wrong side of the aircraft. I guess let's go ahead and take the jammer. Take 6 Ds. And let's go ahead and bring 2 12s, single 12s. And we're going to bring 2 105s. on the inner outers. And we are delivering packages. All right. So yeah, we'll make sure we get at least like the Strela and the Shilkas down, and we'll take out the Smirches as well, and we'll try to stop that caravan as well. If we can shoot one of those BTRs to knock them off the road, then we can drop 2 105s right on them. Hopefully they don't spread out too much and we can get them all. Alright, let's get all set up. Broadcasting. Alright, pedo, fuel. We want E program and we want manual. Did they give me an ATIS? I didn't see it. Was there a little box up here with information like wind and QFE and all that? Did I miss that? I might have. Alright, Foxtrot is 14. That caravan's heading for factory, which is... Factory's 9. Oh, can't see. All right, we're set for takeoff. Alright. I guess we'll go... Unless we get more Havocs, unless we get a bunch of Fulcrums heading for us, we're just going to go straight for the Strela and the Shilkas that are at Foxtrot. Because once those are out of the way, we can just gun those Smirches in one little pass and just knock them all down. Then we'll worry about that convoy so it doesn't get all the way to factory and kill all of our stuff. Alright, here we go. Oh shoot, we need to turn. We're gonna go ahead and start our Mavericks right now to let them start warming up. Alright. We'll get lift at about 160 with our weight. Rotating. And 160. .200 knots, flaps coming up, and we're gonna head towards Foxtrot over the top of factory. I wonder if I should go ahead and stop that convoy from moving forward right away, or if I should just worry about Foxtrot first and not worry about the convoy at all until I'm ready. We'll have to use large munitions to take out the T-72s. We can't just shoot them. We should be able to just shoot them, but DCS is not perfectly accurate to reality. Pretty damn close, but not perfect. Alright, there's Foxtrot. There's the factory, and there's our friendly units out in front of the factory. Those green X's are friendlies that have beacons. So they're on the data link. Alright, we're gonna climb up at least to about 7,000 feet. Those fulcrums on the move yet? Nope. Just a shitload of havocs. Maybe eggs and bacon are going after the havocs. I wish I could have got that other havoc. Can't let those things live. Alright, we're gonna worry about the Strela and the Shilkas at Foxtrot first. And then we'll come back around for that caravan, if it's still around. Alright, and whereabouts are these things? Right in the middle. Strela's right in the middle of the field. Oh, it's right in a tree line, though. That might be a problem. T-90s are up in that tree line with a Shilka. Okay. There's... looks like a Shilka. That looks like a tank. There's the Strela. There he is. Marked. And broadcasting on the data link. Although I don't think there's anybody on the data link with me right now. But I haven't set it up so if another person that is going to utilize the data link takes off, they'll automatically be in mine. That's at SA3 again. That's got to be Krasnodar. Let me get my climb set up here. That's got to be at Krasnodar, right? We're looking for an SA3. That's a 2. There's a 6. Where's this 3 at? 11. That's a lot of SAMs at Krasnodar. Is there a 3 at... there is a 3 at Echo. Damn. That's gonna be a problem. If I'd known that 3 was at Echo, I would have taken it out with the when I was up in the Viper. We're gonna have to do something about that. SA3 is gonna be a problem being that close to everything. As a matter of fact, we're gonna have to peel south here a little bit. I could have sworn when I looked earlier there was no major SAMs at Echo. There was just SHORADs. And Mavericks are hot. So we'll be ready to shoot as soon as we get in range. We just have to go around that SA3 a little bit farther. There's the SA6. That's at Krasnodar for sure. I'm gonna lower the audio. We get it. They want to shoot me. I got it. What's that big boy? Okay, one of those is the F-16. The other one's the fueler. Did he shoot the, no, he didn't. He's firing at maybe the SA-11s? It's either the SA-2 or the SA-11s. The SA-11s are going to be a pain in the ass because each one of these launchers has their own radar. The SA-2, they just have to kill the track radar, the fan song, which is right there. We'll see where his AGM-88s go. That one looks like it's going for the fan song, so that's good. That one's going after a Tor. That'll be good too. Boom, yeah, you got a Tor. That's a GBI. And that's the fan song for sure. Got it. So now the SA-2's neutered until they repair it. It can't shoot anymore. Alright, let's turn into our shot now. 17 miles. We gotta get within about 8.5 miles. We're gonna fire one Maverick at the Strela, and then we'll try to spot a couple other targets here in the seeker head. Slaving. Alright. We are set to shoot. The other targets are right here on the backside. We'll be able to see them a little bit better when we get closer. Who's that down below me there? A Miraco in a JF-17. That's too bad. It's a Jeff. He must be out of gas. Those are the Smirches right there. Those rocket artillery we need to destroy. That's them 4 right there. .5 miles. Where was the other Shilka that's there? To the left of the... It's to the left. So that means that's the Shilka right there. We need to shoot that. Alright, waiting for contrast. Rifle 1. Rifle 2, switching pylons. Rifle. Okay, we're gonna save the rest. We'll come back around after those hit, spot new targets. Want to make sure we're not wasting anything. We've got 3 Mavericks left. I might use one more Maverick to put a Shilka down. And then we're going to gun those Smirches and be done with those suckers right there, those guys. I actually got hit by one of those Smirches once when I was taxiing. They were shooting right into Krasnodar. Strela, Shilka. What did we get over here? Oh, it's a BTR. I thought it was a T90. That's the T90. I missed the T90. Where's the Shilka over here? Shilka is in the woods. Okay. Oops. We want to see if we can find that Shilka in the woods and shoot it. Shilka is a 4-barrel AAA gun, radar guided, so if you're going to have to dive into an area to strafe, you don't want any Shilkas alive in the area. Bad idea. Okay, there's the Shilka. We're going to put one Maverick on him, and then we're going to gun run the Smirches. And marked. Alright, slaving. We are ready to shoot. Gun is hot. Waiting for contrast. Yeah, you can see those barrels right there. Wonder if I should go ahead and get one more shot off to just get the T90 out of the way. Whoop! It locked the T90. Oh, don't do me this way. Got it. Got it. Okay, we'll do that. That'll be the T90 and the Shilka. Alright, we're waiting for impact and then we'll roll in on the Smirches. Should have both of those targets. Boom and boom. Got them. Both shacked. Alright, rolling in. And then we're gonna go hunt down that convoy. Is it still there? Yeah, that convoy's right below us, actually. It's right down there. Somebody hit some of it. Actually, they're not moving anymore. Oh, they're just sitting ducks. Well, that'll make them easier to kill. Where's the Smirches? There they are, right there in the line. Is there a helicopter? No, that's not what it is. I wonder what killed him. Somebody hit him. Let's go ahead and bring the camera up. Alright, guns, guns, guns. Well, that should do it. That's how we do that. Alright. Alright, let's go, let's get a marker on that convoy and finish them off so that they don't... Shit. Alright, let's get a marker on that convoy. We need to kill them off. We'll just use our Jehemics. Where were they? Hey, Bubba, how's it going? Glad you enjoy. Where are they? Weren't they on fire? I should be able to see smoke. Oh, I am looking at the way wrong spot. They're up here. There's the smoke. I see it. Alright, let's set a marker. Got it? Alright, we'll come back around. Drew from Florida, welcome. Now what's nailing me? Oh, hold on, we might have to pull out. Not yet, but we gotta be careful. They're launching fencers now. They might send fencers towards us if we're not careful. Alright, I got one Maverick left. Let's get our targeting pod on my SPI. Alright, we're looking for a T-72. And we don't have much time to find it. Oh, there we go, T-72. We're gonna knock him off the road. Let's get a point track. Got him. Slaving. Solid contrast rifle. Alright, we'll come back around after these tanks stop moving and we're going to drop bombs on them. Because we're out of Mavericks. Boom. Good catch, buddy. Good catch. Just to get a good idea, what's left? 2 BTRs and a T-72. So we got to find the T-72 and we're going to drop a 12 on his head. Alright, let's get parallel. That's the 12, or I'm sorry, the 72. Let's go drop a bomb on his head. Point track off for now. As soon as we get lined up, we'll put the point track back on in case he starts trying to drive away from us. Okay, point track. We got a point track. And Pickle, we're low altitude. We're going to laze immediately. So you can drive away now, buddy. Good stuff. Alright, now there's just 2 BTRs. So they're damaged already. We're going to use some laser guided rockets, some Predator rockets. We'll just pop them. Put a Predator rocket on them. That way we don't get shot. Those BTR guns can actually get you if you're not paying attention. If you just fly right at them, they're going to shoot you in the face. So we don't want to get shot in the face. There's the first BTR. Alright, rolling in. Point track initiated. Rockets are not. Give it. There we go. Laser is. Ah, shit! It rolled. I gotta come back around. That's what I get. I wasn't set up properly yet. Get a little bit more distance. I could just gun run them, but I could gun run one of them safely, but if I tried to get both of them, there's a chance I'd be, after the first shots, I would get too close. So what I might do is fire a Predator rocket at the first one and then gun run the second one, would be the smart thing. That way we're not spending too much time on target with these 2 idiots. Alright, got him. Got it marked. Looks like my SAMs are shooting at the enemy. That's good. Oh, we might... Let's get this done. We might have to move out of here again real quick. Point track initiated. We're in the keyhole almost. And laser is firing. Pistol 2. And we're going to gun run this other guy. Gotcha. Okay. Both of them are down. Laser off. Stow the targeting pod. That should be the whole convoy, right? Yeah, that's the whole convoy. Alright. We got some munitions left. We'll go over here to Foxtrot if we're able to get a little bit more work done, but if they've got too much stuff getting in the airspace, we're going to have to hold off on that. If a bunch of Fulcrums fly over here, there's not much I can do besides try to get out of there before they get to me. And they can run me down, so... okay, we've got some air defense. We can probably get up here and drop our bombs. Let's give it a shot anyway. We're still on Foxtrot? Yeah, we're on Foxtrot. Let me get my marker back up on my helmet. Get everything reset. Alright, we're back to Foxtrot. We're looking for that T-90. That's the most righteous target, but we have to be careful. There's a man pad right there that can kill us. So let's find the man pad first. There's a Uriel over here somewhere to the left. And there's a man pad standing somewhere near that. Here we go. Okay, one of these guys is holding a stinger, or an igla. A Russian stinger. We need to find him. Here we go. He's right there. Okay, we got him. We got the man pad. We'll hit him with a Predator rocket, and then we can move on to the T-90 and drop bombs, because then we can get close enough to do it. Oh, damn tree. Make sure the tree's not going to be in the way. There we go. We'll aim right for his ankles with that Predator rocket, and it should blow up directly on him or close enough to him that he ain't gonna make it. If we're lucky, it'll stab him right in the leg and explode. Okay, there we go. That's a good corridor. Jesus. There's a frog foot right here. I'm gonna have to ignore him for now. I gotta get this shot off. Lasers ready, lasers ready. Yep, we're ready. I am almost out of chaff and flare, so we've definitely got to get out of here soon. 4 miles we can fire. I'm gonna put 2 rockets in there because there is a few people in that area. Maybe we can get some secondaries. All right, lasing. Pistol 2. Switching to air. There's the frog foot right in front of me. Come on, rocket, hit him. I can't hold the laser much longer. Shit. I hope that hits. We got him. We got the igla. Where'd the frog go? I see him, I see him, I see him. We're not really a dogfighter, but we can outturn a frog foot, hopefully. Fox 2. Tell me we're going to get an air-to-air kill in our hog. Thank you. Good catch. And the man pad is down. So let's get the hell out of Dodge for a second. We'll reset after I get out of the area. It's getting spicy. I'm out of countermeasures. Ah, and it's a friggin' MiG. I knew it. I don't have the countermeasures for this.
Pull up.
Ah! Well, at least we ejected quick enough.
Children laughing somewhere, sounds of better days.
Can't win them all. Well, we did get a lot of work done, though. We silenced the Smirches. We took out the convoy. We took out all of their air defenses at Foxtrot. We even took out that frogfoot that was trying to kill us. I guess let's... Oh man, the fulcrums are getting thicker. Stay back over there over Mont Makeup. Yeah, they could have been Vic shooting me down for sure. He was hiding behind a kangaroo. Well, before they repair everything, I'm gonna jump into a helicopter and try to head up there and just finish it off. Factory. Can I take a full load of Ks? No, I can't. I have to take rockets. At least I can take 229s. It's not a complete waste. Let's see, it's winter time, so we want hammer 1. Hammer 1? Hammer 1. Okay, I don't have hammer 1 anymore. I lost it, apparently. We'll just do generic snow camo. Let me use the restroom before I try to fly a friggin' Apache, though. Oh, I'll be right back.
Fixed wing, 5 o'clock, searching, Hawk. 7 o'clock, searching, Hawk. 7 o'clock, searching. Gun, 10 o'clock, searching. Hawk, 7 o'clock, searching. Gun, 10 o'clock, searching.
Alright, I don't have to draw blood or take any more medicine right now. Why is my helicopter shutting down? That was interesting.
Fixed wing, 1 o'clock, searching.
Did something shoot me that shut my engine off? Auto sequence is running. What? Why is there an auto stop sequence running?
Fixed wing, 12 o'clock, searching. Patriot, 12 o'clock, searching.
Okay.
Fixed wing, 1 o'clock, searching. Fixed wing, 12 o'clock.
Foxtrot
searching.
was
Fixed wing,
14.
1 o'clock, searching. Fixed wing.
It should
12
be on
o'clock,
here
searching.
as
Hawk.
well. So we'll go
7
direct to
o'clock,
14.
searching.
Yeah, that
Hawk.
looks right.
7 o'clock,
Let's
searching.
use the sat nav. And let's get the data link information up and on. We're not going to BAM box it. We don't need all that. We don't have to plan it out that much. Oh, another helicopter in front of us.
Fixed wing, 1 o'clock, searching.
Alright, George, you're on the Hellfires. I'll shoot the gun and the rockets from the back seat. Alright, we should be ready to go. Straight ahead is Foxtrot. Whoop, let's grab logistics so we can capture it as soon as we kill everything. Alright. Loading up torque. And away we go. Alright, arm the chopper, arm the chat. Whoop, I don't have the chaff up. Alright, chaff
Radar,
armed.
searching. Radar, searching. Radar,
Hellfire's
searching.
up. Roger, ceasefire. Missile set to low ball.
And we'll put the
Radar,
rockets. Who's tracking me? A friggin'
Radar,
fulcrum already?
searching.
That didn't take long. Why is my cyclic not trimming?
Radar, tracking.
Just keeps climbing. I don't want to trim it through the dash.
Radar searching.
All right, let's do my rockets.
Colt 1, Tally Bandit,
Radar
Boulder
searching.
322 for 200 at 16,000.
Radar searching.
All right, we're good on rockets.
Radar searching.
We're
Radar
ready to fight.
Searching.
Try to stay low. Those fulcrums, like in real life, those
Radar
fulcrums wouldn't be able to look down with their radar so easily like that, but
Radar searching.
the AI controlling enemies to try to make them more difficult can do some weird shit.
Radar searching. Radar tracking.
Yeah, these fulcrums just... How much you want to bet? We're not even really in range for that thing to do that. Oh, shoot. Shouldn't mess with my map while I'm flying this low. Yeah, see, they're not even... They're locking me and they're like flying away from me at 25,000 feet, 25 miles away. Not a chance.
Radar searching. Radar searching. Radar searching. Radar searching.
So what was left over there? I think there's a T-90 we got. I got the man pad, so yeah, it's just a T-90. Piece of cake.
Radar searching.
There's some troops standing around that Uriel. I'll see if I can just kind of get them with some rockets. Might as well. Those rockets
Radar
are
tracking.
garbage in DCS anyway. We'll shoot them and see if we can get
Radar
lucky.
Searching.
But we'll end up using the chain gun to finish
Radar
most of them off.
searching. Radar searching.
Put a
Radar
Hellfire on
searching.
the T-70 or T-90. We'll put the Hellfires on it.
Radar searching.
If we don't hit a tree.
Radar searching.
Favorite, what's going on, buddy?
Radar searching.
Yeah, this mission called for the Apache. I was going to use the Black Shark, but there's a lot of shit going on around me, so I figured I'd need the Apache for the extra situational awareness.
Radar searching. Radar searching.
Did I hear a fixed wing over
Radar
me?
searching.
No, I didn't.
Radar searching.
24 kilometers.
Radar searching.
Yeah, jump on.
Radar searching.
Right now I'm on return to pre-contact. Just doing the generic war for fun tonight. Just chilling. We're gonna start a new dynamic hard mode war closer to the weekend on Afghanistan this time. That'll be the next big one we do.
Roger. Deslaving.
All right, George, what do you see?
I don't see anything.
Oh, good for you.
Radar searching.
That's why we pay you the big bucks and allow you to eat crayons.
Radar searching.
It's just because the trees are in the way.
Radar searching.
And slave. Deslaving. I don't see anything.
We're flying kind of low, trying to keep out of the purview of all the fulcrums that are flying around up there.
Radar searching. Radar
Plus they're
searching.
launching frogfoots and fencers and floggers and all kinds of shit. Looks like the fulcrums are heading back, maybe? I hope so. They've been flying around up there for a while. They should be about out of gas. Fulcrums don't carry a bunch of gas. They don't really carry a bunch of anything.
Radar searching. Radar
Roger.
searching.
Deslaving.
Radar searching.
A building. You found a building. Oh man, George has finally lost his shit. There we go. He's seeing some stuff now. That's probably the Uriel. We need to find the T90, which is going to be to the right, I think.
Radar searching.
Actually, it's going to be right on the marker, somewhere near it, at our angle. Oh, that's the Uriel. Yeah, that's the Uriel. Not sure what that
Radar
is.
searching. Radar searching. Radar searching.
Get my pin
Radar
vest ready in
searching.
case I need to do that. In case we gotta shoot the gun from my helmet.
Radar searching.
I see some troops there. George don't see the troops though, huh? He just sees the
Radar
truck.
Searching. Radar searching.
I can clearly
Radar
see the
searching.
troops, and he
Radar
can't.
Searching.
I always wanted a nearsighted
Radar
CPG.
searching.
Perfect job
Radar
for them.
Searching. Radar searching.
Alright, let's reset.
Slaving. Deslaving.
Radar searching. Radar searching. Radar searching. Radar searching. Radar searching. Radar searching.
There you go.
Radar
He's
searching.
finally seeing the stuff. The camera had to pan over them for him to see them.
Radar searching.
Boom. That's got to be the T90. Yeah, that's the T90. Okay, we got our first target. What else was there? So we got a T90, a Uriel,
Radar
some
searching.
troops.
Radar searching.
Tank. Good job,
Radar
George.
searching.
Try one more time.
Colts 1, Tally Bandit at
Radar searching.
4532 for
Radar searching. Radar
216,000.
searching.
Where's that other helicopter at? Oh. Okay, he's heading up towards Echo. Perfect.
Radar searching. Radar searching. Radar searching.
We'll make short work of this as long as we don't get jumped by a plane.
Radar searching. Radar searching. Radar searching.
I mean, we can take damage from troops with their guns, but not unless they hit us from the side or something. If they're shooting up at us from below, small arms fire can't penetrate an Apache.
Radar searching.
You'd have to get real unlucky.
Radar searching. Radar tracking. Missile left.
You know I'm going there to attack it, and you're going to shoot the stuff I'm going to shoot.
Radar searching.
People are awesome
Radar
sometimes.
searching.
It's all right though. Same team. As long as everything dies and we win.
Radar searching. Radar
And I'm not
searching.
one of the things that
Radar
dies.
Tracking.
He's probably going to kill that tank I'm
Radar
getting ready to shoot.
searching. Radar searching. Radar searching. Radar searching. Radar
Yep.
tracking.
He killed the tank.
Radar searching. Radar searching. Radar searching.
Blazing. Engaging.
Rifle?
Radar searching.
Uriel.
Radar searching. Radar searching. Radar searching.
Blaze. Those are good hits.
Radar searching. Radar searching. Radar
got some kills with the rockets.
Radar searching. Radar searching. Radar searching. Radar searching. Radar searching. Radar searching. Radar searching.
Alright, let's put the gun on my helmet now.
Radar
We did get a few
searching.
kills with the gun, or the
Radar
rockets. Surprisingly.
Radar searching. Radar searching. Radar searching.
Alright, gun is up.
Radar
Oh, we got a
searching.
Uriel over here.
Radar searching.
I see it.
Roger. Slaving.
Let's get the TDAC on it.
Radar searching.
There's 2 Uriels, huh? Oh, there's one right here too. Alright,
Radar searching.
gun is up. There's the other one. Alright, both trucks down. Is that everything? That's everything.
Roger. Ceasefire.
Piece of cake, right? Alright, we're gonna land and capture this place. Wow, you can tell my throttle body's going out. That access from my anti-torque is just wobbly and sticky everywhere. Even when I don't move it, it starts like moving itself back and forth a little bit, which is what I have to use for rudder pedals, so that's rough.
Delost.
Alright, let's unload. Hey, they got Echo too. Awesome.
Radar searching. Radar searching.
And we got Foxtrot. Boom, Echo and Foxtrot. I guess we could take off and just come right up here, and we'll put a Hellfire on this guy with the Igla, and then we can go to work. So, fishing outpost. It's right there. It's number 13. I can see the number there. So, bring up our route. Bring up 13 and go direct to 13 for a home plate. That's all she wrote. We're not going to be able to capture it, but we can kill everything there and neutralize it. Then we'll go over to Echo to land for RTB. Let me wipe out the controls. Alright, here we go. Home plate's right there.
Radar searching. Radar searching. Radar searching.
Alright, rearming.
Hellfire's up.
Radar
Copy.
searching.
Ceasefire. Roger. Ceasefire. Missile mode. Low ball.
And we'll put the gun back on my helmet. That way George could just worry about the TDAC and spotting for me and shooting Hellfires.
Radar
I'll
searching.
handle the chain gun from here. Alright. Let's get our trim set. So we just need to make sure we can put a Hellfire on that Igla, and the rest will fall into place.
Slaving.
Searching.
I'm deslaved.
We're only 6.8 kilometers. Oh, there we go. Got him.
Tracking target.
Radar. Searching. Radar. Searching.
Say we're not very far away. We're only like 6 kilometers, so spotting this
Laser
guy
on.
shouldn't be a problem.
Roger.
Looks like a good track.
Golf 1, Tally
Engaging.
Bandit. Bullseye
Rifle
range
man pad.
For 200 at 16,000.
Have a curveball. Probably throw a Hellfire at one of those Uriels too, just to try to get some extra splash damage in the area to kill some of these troops that are in the open.
Laser. Target destroyed.
Man pad dead.
And slave. Deslave.
Golf 1, Tally Bandit.
Radar.
Bullseye
Searching.
322 for
Laser on.
200 at 16,000.
There's some troops standing around this Uriel, so let's hit it with a Hellfire.
Engaging.
It's not a huge blast radius, but it's a, you know, it's a little tiny baby Maverick, so it's got a little bit of a blast radius. It's very good as an anti-personnel shot.
Radar. Searching.
They're small
Laser.
enough,
Target destroyed.
but they also penetrate enough that you can use them at just about anything. They're very versatile. They shoot Hellfires at lots of stuff.
Laser on. Firing.
Radar. Searching.
Node ready to engage. Laser. Target destroyed. Slaving. Deslaving.
Radar. Searching. Radar. Searching. Radar. Searching. Radar. Searching.
Ah. Out of constraints. We got a bunch of them though. There's only one guy left in a Uriel. That was a really good pass. Which is pretty crazy because my head is not real steady right now because I need to take a dose of medicine.
Radar. Searching.
Come on.
Radar. Searching. Radar. Searching. Radar.
Tracking target.
Searching. Radar. Searching.
Laser on.
Radar. Searching. Radar. Searching. Radar. Searching. Radar.
Target
Searching.
destroyed.
Oh, that was a good snapshot. We got him.
And slave. Deslave. No targets detected.
It's because he's right below me.
Radar. Searching.
It's just the one truck left,
Radar,
right?
searching.
Yeah. We'll just gun him.
Roger. Ceasefire.
Reset the T-deck. That's the truck right down there.
Radar. Searching. Radar. Searching. Radar. Searching. Radar. Searching.
I thought it was.
Radar. Searching.
Is that not it?
And slaving.
Radar. Searching.
Deslaving.
Radar. Searching.
I'm not seeing
Radar.
anything.
Searching. Radar. Searching.
Oh, it's dead.
Radar. Searching.
It just didn't tell me. It was that one right there. Yeah, it's on fire now. That's weird.
Radar. Searching.
DCS has been a little buggy with its
Roger, ceasefire.
it doesn't always tell you what you did. Something happened with that last update they did. Or I think it was like 2 updates ago actually. Alright, we are RTB. So Echo should be like 12, I think. Hey George, your job would be to set my waypoint for me so I can fly the helicopter, but I know you're, you know, a little special. I gotta do it while I'm flying. Direct 12. Yep, there we go. Well, that was a really good run. What, we took off from factory and we blew up everything at Foxtrot and captured that, and we cleared out the fishing outpost. That means we're on Krasnodar.
Radar. Searching.
We might have to do a little cap though to clear the fulcrums out if they're still up there. When I land though, I've got to go ahead and draw some blood and probably take some medicine. It won't take me too long though. And then we'll go on from there. We'll see what we're gonna do next. I wonder what happened to Supreme. He must be busy tonight. Hopefully nothing happened. Hopefully he's okay. Because I know he wanted me to go over that stuff with him tonight.
Radar. Searching.
Some
Radar.
Chinookin.
Searching.
That green smoke should be at Echo.
Radar. Searching.
I wonder, that green smoke's probably where the FARP is, so we'll fly to the smoke, I think. Yeah, I think that's right.
D-Lost.
Radar. Searching. Radar. Searching.
Gold 1, Tele Bandit at Moles 322 for 200 at 16,000.
Calling down on me. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000.
Alright, start slowing down. Bit by bit. Never really tried to J-hook an Apache, and I'm really not going to.
Radar, searching.
I would hate to try to do that actually, just because of the Apache's got a decently noticeable collective delay.
Tell me, river, where you're coming from.
It could do plenty of aerial maneuvers, but like J-hooking onto the ground, I don't think is a good one for it. Just because of the soft collective it has. Okay, there's the FARP right in front of me. Let's go ahead and start slowing down and just mosey right up to the FARP.
Radar, searching.
Oh, stop your freight
Missile,
train.
missile, aft right.
Let a lost man ride. Why don't you hear me wander? Fare you well, darling. Ain't coming back no more. Why don't you hear me wander? You've been whispering since I've been gone so long. Freedom calling.
Piece of cake. What do we get for this run? 140. That seems like we did a lot more. Oh, you know why? Because we already got cashed out on the Foxtrot when we captured it. As I said, we seem like we did a lot more than that, but we did. It's because it was two separate cash outs. Get him, favorite. We got 2 Vipers over the top, which means the air should be pretty clear. There's an SA-11 that's still alive. T-90, T-90, and a Shilka. Shilkas are dangerous. We got to do something about the Shilkas. Oh no, this MI-8's gonna go capture a fishing outpost before we get there, I think. It's gonna take me a minute to reload. Rearm, refuel.
Request refueling.
There we go. We'll use this skin. They'll never see us coming.
Request rearming.
All right, let me do my medical stuff. Let me draw some blood and all that stuff.
Refueling complete.
Alright. I'll be okay for a little bit longer. Let's see if we can get in there and deal with Krasnodar at least.
Radar searching.
Grab fresh logistics. Alright, are we good? I think we got rearmed, right? Yes. We are good. Alright, let's go. Wipe out the controls. Up, up, and away. Oh, wait. Krasnodar is 15, right? Yes. Okay, now let's go. Nice and smooth.
Radar searching.
Yeah. Saturation, got it.
Radar searching. Radar searching. Radar tracking.
What? Fulcrum. Of course it's a fulcrum.
Radar searching.
We got a bunch of F-16s up in the air though, so we're not going to worry about fulcrums. We're just going to head out. Alright. Armed and
Radar
armed.
searching.
Alright, George.
Pausing Hellfire.
Radar searching.
Missile set to low ball.
And we need to go back to the rockets.
Radar searching. Radar searching.
On the helmet.
Searching. Radar searching. Radar searching. Radar searching. Radar
Alright,
searching.
43 kilometers. We'll be there in a bit.
Golf 1, Tally Bandit at Golf 322 for 200 at 16,000.
Radar searching. Radar searching.
Oh boy, they're launching stuff. They got frogs, they've got MI8, they got fullbacks.
Radar searching.
They're kind of killing everything already though. We're probably not going to be able to do much. It'll probably all be dead by the time we get there. Which means we'll probably have to, when this is done, we'll probably either do SEAD towards Maycop, because I think there's like multiple SAM systems on the way to Maycop. And then there's also boats out there we might want to see if we can go kill some boats.
Radar searching. Radar searching.
We did pretty good capturing all this ground though already. We haven't actually been flying. Wow, I guess we've been flying for almost 3 hours. Didn't feel like that long.
Radar searching.
It doesn't feel like time flies when you're doing shit you love.
Bandit at Bullseye 322 for 200 at 16,000.
If my body wasn't a friggin' broken, disabled train wreck, I'd be able to fly all friggin' day and night. Whenever Elon gets me my robot body, we'll be set.
Radar searching. Radar searching.
Let's see if we can push a little bit more speed out of here. The friggin' flight speed of the Apache and DCS bums me out so much. Yeah. I've been deep in the zone. I'd be the worst pilot ever. Capturing all this ground in an hour and a half or so is good. Capturing this amount of ground in like 2 days is horrible. This is return to pre-contact. Hot start caucuses. It's like a foothold. A different kind of take on a foothold, so it's not quite as hardcore. You don't have to do full logistics.
Golf 1, Tally Bandit.
It's a little bit more arcadey than, like, say, North Pole, where the North Pole servers are like full realism, full fog of war, full logistics, full warehousing, the whole bit.
Radar searching.
Which is where we usually fly, but we're kind of in between wars right now. Another Fulcrum. 2 more Fulcrums coming in.
Radar tracking.
They did neutralize the point. Ah, we can't. Yeah, we can't.
Radar searching.
We can't assault hotel with our... Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to the fishing village. We're going to go to the fishing village and capture it, because we got logistics to do that. Oh, wait.
Radar searching. Radar searching.
Yeah, there's an Apache at Krasnodar, so he should capture Krasnodar.
Radar tracking.
We'll capture the fishing village here.
Radar searching. Radar tracking. Radar searching.
Before some enemy comes over here and recaptures it.
Radar searching. Radar searching.
Alright, let's see. That is route.
Radar tracking.
We want 13, I believe.
Radar searching.
Yes, direct 13. Got it. Hey, there it is. We're already there.
Radar searching. Radar searching. Radar searching.
I'm up rockets.
No, you're not.
Radar searching.
DWAS.
Radar searching. Radar tracking. Radar searching. 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 Radar tracking.
Leave me alone.
Radar searching. Radar searching. Radar searching. Radar searching. Radar searching. Radar searching.
Easy peasy. Alright, that gives us fishing village. And they got Krasnodar, so yeah, let's see. We'll have to use strike craft to take out Strela, Shilka, Manpad. Over here we've got Shilka, Strela.
Radar searching.
Juliet's where the FARP is, so they're going to be launching helicopters left and right. There's a Strela. SA-3's already been neutered. Good job. Oh, they've already taken care of that.
Radar searching.
Gecko and Strela. Manpad. There's actually not that. Someone's been working the SAMs down while we were doing all the other stuff. So there's just SAMs left at Makeup. One SA-10. They got 2 gauntlets for GBIs. So they do have 2 GBIs guarding, but they're just standard. They're not M2. They're not chapped. 1 SA-6. It's actually all real easy stuff. I mean, I think that's a lot of easy stuff. Grumbles can get you if you're not careful. So can SA-6s. And they got a bunch of boats, including that bastard right there. That's the problem right there. Right on the front too. So we can't attack these other boats because this guy's in the way. This is a GBI frigate. So it's got about, I think it's 84 GBIs in it. Each one of those little boxes holds GBIs. So if we try to launch harpoons or big bombs or anything like that, these things are going to lock onto it and shoot them down. This is an interceptor boat. Super pain in the ass. Best way to defeat them is to flood the zone so that it can't shoot everything down. So have a couple of jets drop a bunch of TALDs and harpoons mixed together, or use bombs that are small enough that the GBIs can't lock onto them. So like Mark 82 or smaller. So you might be able to get away with a GBU-38 JDAM if you can launch it from far enough away. Oh, I need to take off and then re-land. Oh no, I don't. We captured it, so it cashed out. Wonder if we could actually. I've never actually tried to glide a GBU-38 onto that missile frigate. I don't think I can do it from that far. 23 miles? That's iffy. We can't use JSOWs because they'll shoot them down. Although if we send 8 JSOWs, that might work. Just for experimentation, I kind of want to get up there and see if I can just fling a GBU-38 and hit the deck of that boat from outside of its GBI range. The other thing we could do is go for a skim pop harpoon strike and fire all 4 harpoons at the missile frigate and have them bounce. That can confuse the system so it can't shoot them all down. Or we can flood the zone with broaches. We only need 1 broach to hit to sink the boat. So that's the 3 choices really. All 3 of them have a high chance to fail. What's our budget? I can probably increase the chances of success quite a bit depending. Budget? Oh, we're maxed. We're maxed. Screw it. Alright, let's come out of Krimsk. Let's grab a Hornet. Betty, shut up. Alright, let's grab a Hornet. Yeah, let's grab a bag. Let's grab a targeting pod. Let's see. We don't need that bag. Alright. On the outer, let's put double GBU-38s. Oops, searching. That's a single. I need a brew. There we go. And then God, I'm so tempted. Do I do 2 broaches or do I do? We could do 4 broaches and 4 JDAMs, and God, something's got to get through. Yeah, let's just do a couple of broaches on each side. That'll give us a little variety of stuff we can fling at there. I'm also going to send some flights out there to help me to try to distract it. I'm going to send some TALDs out. Hey, what's going on, Supreme? There you are. Alright, we are set. I've got a mission planned out. We have a GPS coordinate for that stupid missile frigate. Let's go see if we can knock it down. I feel ya. That's what I should have done when that friggin' tornado hit. I'm lucky it didn't fry my stuff when the power flickered. I don't know how hot it was here, but very. I didn't even look. Too hot? Especially considering we went from 2 weeks of tornadoes and severe thunderstorms and friggin' softball hail to whatever the hell it was today, cooking. Alright, we got 4 broaches and 4 J-dams. What is the Gulf? This is just return to pre-contact. Again, just chilling. But after I'm done with this flight, if you're gonna be here, we will run over the Chinook stuff. Yeah, just a chill night. Did the warm-up in the Dora. Getting much better with the gun and the takeoffs with the Dora. And did a little Huey cold start really quick with Trife. And I definitely want to get through the Chinook stuff before I forget. And my blood is going absolutely crazy, so I want to get that done after this flight for sure. Alright, let's get out there and see if we can take out some boats. Actually, where is our boat? M9. Okay, there's our boat out there. And we're getting nailed by an SA-6, not a chance in hell. Alright, mill power. We got a little ways to go. I don't want to blow too much fuel while we're just climbing a bit. Did I already put donors on my data link? Well, there's some more I can grab. Get one of these frontline guys. There we go. We got 5 donors on the data link. That'll give us good info. If that thing starts pinging me again, I'm gonna start counter jamming it. Alright, jamming. Take that, sucker. Hey Maria, how are you doing this evening? There, okay, there's our boat. Alright, I do have a shooting solution on that boat with the J-Dam, but it's going to change as I'm climbing up and then when I get speed. Where's my... Alright, my Hornets I sent up are shooting right now already. A little quick. I didn't think they'd get there that quick. But if I get these JDAMs off outside of its range of the GBIs, then the GBI shouldn't be able to detect a GBU-38. These JDAMs are too small for a GBI to detect and knock down. 28,000 feet. I'm half tempted to send a fighter sweep over the ocean just to use as cannon fodder. Okay, the bag is empty. Let's get rid of the bag so we're not get rid of some of that drag. GBI is not looking at us yet. Alright, let's hit the blower. If we actually pull this off, that'll be pretty cool. Because this missile boat's probably the nastiest thing out here. Alright, come on, you fat Hornet. We need more speed. We gotta be ready to jam. Mach 1, finally. Alright, we're gonna get our bombs off, it looks like. Yeah, we're in the zone. We got it. We gotta turn around immediately. That boat really is an issue. We can't get close to it. She's extremely big boned. I would almost say she's fat boned. That is a long, long drop for a JDAM. We're going for records. Jamming. Yeah, see, it's not attempting to intercept. The bomb is too small. We should have it. Well, now we know. The formula works properly for the GBI boat. 4 hits. That boat has been J-damn-it. Alright, now we can kill the other boats. Two castle class. Well, that castle class is gonna die right now. Yeah, he's done. Oh. Or not. Okay, whatever. NPCs are special. We'll just say that. They're special. Alright, where is... There he is. One away. Alright, where's the other boat from where we are? Off the nose over here. It's him down there, I think. Yep, that's him. That's how we use our helmet to get our sensor on the ground there. How much fuel do we got? Yeah, we got fuel. We're all right. We just got to pay attention to it. All right, let's get another broach off on this boat. Oh, wait. I need more distance. This one should be getting close. Yep, it's acquiring. That should be a dead boat pretty soon. Oh no, it's got a gun. Please miss. Damn, that sucks. That sucks. That's a Grisha. That's not a... I was thinking it was a castle class. That's a Grisha. It's got a gun. So let's fire a shot at the castle class because it can't do anything about it. And then we'll fire 2 broaches at that Grisha. Away. What's up, Carter? Yeah, that Grisha's gonna be a little bit of a bitch. We'll just have to stagger 2 shots and see if we can get lucky. That's all we got left is those 2 brooches. If I had a J-dam, this would be a perfect time for the J-dam, but I put all the J-dams on the missile boat just to make sure we definitely got it. But we can't take out every single boat in the first flight. That would be nuts. We already got the main boat. If we get a Castle class and if we take care of that Grisha, that would be amazing. If we don't get the Grisha, we still did 2 boats in a single flight. It's really good. If that missile boat wasn't out there, I could have probably got them all with harpoons in a single flight, but... There's the Grisha. Alright, we're out of here. Shots are away. Hopefully we get both of the boats. No promises, but the shots are out. We'll just have to wait and see. We're RTB. Okay, that's the Grisha. That's the Grisha. That is the Castle class, I think. Oh, the Castle class is gone. Oh, we got the Castle class. We already got the Castle class. Okay. We weren't paying attention. So yeah, we got them all, but the Grisha and this one Castle class that we didn't shoot at. So as long as one of these gets through the Grisha will be gone. Alright, and we are homebound. Kripsk, that way. As long as one of these guys get through. They probably won't. That Sea-Wiz is going to chew them up, but Sea-Wiz isn't perfect. It's got a chance to get through. Grisha's only got the one gun, so it's got to shoot one and then the other. It's not going to acquire them both at once, so he's going after the first one. Miss, and... oh, he got it. How fast is he going to reacquire? Ah, we got him. Yeah, he can't... oh, no, 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 miss! Oh, you suck. You suck. It takes a little, it takes a minute for that tech to, to acquire the next target like that. I was hoping we'd squeeze it through. I thought we had it. When it's that close, the odds of it missing are extremely high, actually. It'd be really easy to pop that Grisha with a JDAM or a laser guided drop, really, a laser bomb. That Grisha doesn't have anything that could stop us from getting close and dropping a bomb right on him. Or gliding a JDAM from way the hell out like I did the other one. It'd be easy. We're not going to do that, but that's what we could do. You could fire harpoons at it, but there's odds that the Sea Whiz could shoot down the harpoon. You'd have to do a skim pop. Yeah, I don't even know if I'm going to make it back to land. I might. We're not that far off. About 27 miles to initial. We might make it back. How much time do I have left on the server? How much fuel do we got? 6,500 pounds. Let's hit the blower. Oh, it said Fury 1 actual. When I first saw that, I thought it said Furry 1 actual, and I'm like, what? Well, there's the city of Kremsk. Airfield's on the back side of it. If we got 10 minutes, we'll make it. If we got 5 minutes, it'll be close. Stow the radar. Oh, we got 15 minutes. We'll make it. Alright, what runway is that? 04. Magnetic 031. Crimps traffic, Fubar 11 on initial for runway 04, Crimps traffic.
Altitude. Altitude.
Crimps traffic, Fubar 11 final for runway 04, Crimps traffic. Alright, we're on speed and we're out of time on purpose. We're a little high. We'll work it down. You can see when you're a little too high, when you're set up on speed, you'll be coming in at too harsh of an angle. So we go out of time to drop down below the glide slope and then bring it back up. Like so. Alright, on speed, on time. Why am I being waterboarded by a transponder? That should be a good score, killing some boats. What we get? Two? We got 3 boats, I think? We got 2 or 3. 1 ship. What? We didn't get credit for one of the boats, so we had 2, but we only got credit for 1. That's interesting. Crimps traffic, Fubar 1-1, active, clear. It's because we're on the open channel, that's why. Alright, server's getting ready to roll over to the next day. 10 minutes. Actually, we did make it right at 5 minutes. That's pretty good. Somebody got the Grisha. One of these NPCs got the Grisha. Boats will be done. One of these harpoons will hit this cat. This castle class has no real defense. It's gonna get sunk. Yeah, this war is gonna be over pretty soon. Kilo and Maycop, when the day rolls over to the next day, they'll be able to take it out pretty quickly. Alright, well, let's jump over to my private server and let's do this Chinook stuff for Supreme here. We helped out the war enough for tonight. My broken body's being stupid. Alright, let's see. Mission practice. I think I should have a hot Chinook ready to go. What was it? MFDs and navigation? Okay. Piece of cake. Very simple. You don't have, it's not a lot of information to retain. You'll be fine. Times in the
Fixed wing.
to the Chinook.
9 o'clock. Searching.
We'll give this thing a couple minutes to full.
5 o'clock. Searching. Hawk.
What's up,
5
Herman?
o'clock. Searching. Hawk.
Got a shit?
5
Is that what it is?
Searching. Hawk. 5 o'clock. Searching. Sam. 9 o'clock.
Okay, for starters, what I usually do is I'll pull the pins off the hot mic and the Vox so you don't hear the beacons and the static. I usually just pull them all. You don't need those pins down anyway for those radios here. Okay, so first of all, your advisory, you can just ACK all that off. Just hit your ACK and get it all done. So then you want to bring up your flight plan. You go to System, and then down here you'll see Flight Plan Summary. You hit that, and this will have all the waypoints that are pre-briefed in the system. You can use your page up and page down to move the whole page, and then you can use your FPP to select a waypoint, and then just hit direct when you have the waypoint you want. They'll all be here and listed with their courses and their distances from where you are now, and names, hopefully. A lot of servers don't pre-brief very good though. And the pre-briefing in the Chinook is usually one off because of the starter waypoint is always doubled up. So if the waypoint should be 3, it's probably 4. So that's where your flight plan is, and that's how you manipulate your flight plan. So if you wanted to create waypoints, let's make a waypoint real quick. Let's say we want to put a waypoint on this this tent. So we create a GPS marker like you would for any other waypoint. And then just come down here. Don't worry about trying to inject it into the flight plan. You can do it here, but it might trick you up a little bit when you're trying to put it in there. So just go to direct and then type in the numbers just like this. It's going to be your standard decimal minutes GPS using the pre-9998 CDU. So you got to have the 0 in the east. So you would just go N for north, and then we'd go 4445. So 4445, and then we put in, let me lock my head tracking real quick. Okay, and then we would, oh, that's not good. Okay, so north 4445, and then we're going to put in the decimal, and then 772. Shit, I'm still in the SRS for the last server. Give me a second. And then just all-1, you hit east now. And now you put in the placeholder 0 for east. So E0, and then 3952. Decimal 192. Make sure that's all in there just like that, and then hit ACP to pump that direct waypoint into your flight plan. And now you can see it's also on your flight plan. Goes right to your flight plan. You can use your cursor to select it. We're already direct to it, so we don't have to do that. So let's make another one now. And let's say we need a waypoint for this convoy up here because they were smoking crack in the bathroom again. We got to stop them. So instead of using the flight plan, we'll just go right back to the direct page to make it simple for ourselves. We'll go direct, we'll pump it in just like it is here. North 4450, decimal 201, east 0, and then we'll go 3950, decimal 306. And ACP, and that pumps it right into the flight plan. And now if you look at our flight plan, we've got 2 different waypoints. Right now we're going to this one, which 8.5 miles, that's the first one or the second one we did. Let's say we want to go to the tent first though. We would just hit our FPP down till we select it, and then we hit direct. If we want to go back to the other one instead, we just select it and hit direct. So if you have waypoints here, you can use those. But if you need a new waypoint, grab it off the map, pump it in with your direct, and there you go. It'll be on the list. Now to see your waypoints, now we got our MFDs. First of all, the first MFD right here, you want to leave this one, except you want to come down here and you want to hit your HSD. You just hit it once. Now this brings you your hover and navigation symbology. This only appears when you don't have transitional lift. So once you're flying, when you get transitional lift, this will disappear and it'll just have your HSI rows. When you slow down and you start losing transitional lift, this will reappear, and this gives you your hover symbology. This is your altitude, your VSI, your vertical indicator. It also has your torque, and this is your hover symbology right here. This is just an HSI, but the dot is your hover. So if I was up in the air and I was drifting backwards a little bit, it would show the backwards line with the dot. It's your standard hover symbology. So you just want to turn that one on, just the HSD one, so it says HSDH. For this one, your instruments, you can hit instruments again to cycle to your fuel page. You can hit it again to go back to your instruments. Once you're flying, you don't need your instruments that much. You can look over here if you need to make sure you're not over torquing, and he's got also your fuel over here. So you don't need all this. So you come down here to your overlay. You want to turn on your nav symbology, and you want to turn on your flight plan. Then hit overlay again, and don't worry about the rest, and hit it one more time. So now your overlay is done. Come down here and hit map. It's on off. You just hit it once to go to map, and then hit your HSD once, and now you have your map, you've got your HSI, and you've got your waypoint. The purple waypoint is the first one we put in, and the white waypoint is the one we have currently selected to fly to. And you can zoom out your map a little bit if you want to by using your map range rocker. If you go too far away, though, the map will disappear on certain maps. And this is basically how I fly it. If I have to, I can manipulate my waypoints. If I need to put one in, I'll just use my interface. Follow the lines. That's where you're going. Gives you your information up here. The name of the waypoint, the mileage you are, 8.5 nautical miles. And let's see, let's get up in the air really quick. So now you can see the hover. We're drifting forward. We'll try to... So you can see the hover symbology there. Using that to maintain a hover. And then once you start pushing forward, like let's head to our waypoint. And as soon as we start getting full transitional lift, the bob up hover symbology is going to disappear, and we'll have a straight HSI. Just like that. When you start slowing down, you'll get the hover symbology back. You don't have to worry about it. It'll do it all for you. So it really is super easy. Just remember your speed. You don't want to go past 150 knots for most cases, but especially if you're heavy. You can push it more than that, but you're risking your rear engine overtaking and blade stalling off the front. Landing, just maintain a small amount of transitional lift, shoot your spot ahead of you, and slowly descend down to it. As you lose transitional lift, you'll have to add more collective torque and rotor pitch so that you don't hit VRS. but you just slowly work your airspeed down and your altitude down at the same time. That way when you get close to the ground, you're almost out of forward momentum, but you've got enough collective slowly built into it that you're not that part of it's more about feel, knowing the mechanics of it, but you'll kind of get a good, it's hard to explain. It's definitely a feeling of knowing when to start slowly adding collective pitch into it and so on and so forth. But there's like a delay as you're slowing down your forward momentum. You don't just slowly at the same time keep pushing more torque into it like that. That's not going to work. You just have to kind of, you add a little bit and then you keep kind of working yourself down, then you add a little bit. Your main thing is to watch this needle right here, if you have it on your symbology. You don't want your descent to pass like 3. You could do it, you can pass your descent way more than that, but as you're learning, you want to try to keep it around 3 or less. It's a slow descent, but it's a controlled descent. And that gives you time to slowly add a little bit more collective pitch as you're losing airspeed. I've crashed before too, it happens. I've entered, well, most of the time when I crash, it's because I'm running away from something or some shit like that. But I have wrecked trying to land before. DCS doesn't have VRS perfect or anything, it's a little off. VRS onsets in DCS faster and harder than it would in real life. You have a lot less leeway in DCS because it's a computer program and that it's not completely realistic yet. They're working on it, but doing something like VRS and ground effect is extremely hard to make it natural, you know. But it's closer than any other program ever for helicopters, but the VRS is pretty rough, so you have to stay above it. You gotta stay ahead of it. But yeah, that's how I set up my overlay. So you just go to overlay, nav symbol, and also, if you want to, another thing you could do, Supreme, some people like it. I don't, because I think it just adds too much noise to my HSI, but a lot of people will hit this one right here. So on overlay 2, there's nothing. Don't worry about it. Most of the stuff's not implemented. But under overlay 1, besides the flight plan, which is what shows your waypoints, and the nav symbology, some people like to turn on the rings, and that's showing you rings of distance. So there's a ring at 2.5 miles, 7.5 miles. It's just another reference for how far away you are quickly to stuff around you. A lot of people do use those rings, those distance rings. I usually just don't need them. But that is another tool you can turn on that's useful. And of course, up here you have your system, which can bring your flight plan up over here. Or you have your instruments, you can cycle through those. If you want to get back to your map, you just come down here to the HSD and click it once, and there you go. Yeah, trying to replicate helicopter flight with oxygen it's just not something that can be easily done. Out of all the companies that have attempted it, DCS has definitely come way closer than any of the others, but VRS is still off, and the ground effect and ground cushion are off, but they're closer than anybody else. So And the flight model, the actual transitional lift and flight models are amazingly good. It's just when you're slowing down, transferring from transitional lift to hover, the VRS is definitely off. It's way too quickly on set. Like you'll be on the edge, like certain things like the MI8 can be a problem. I cannot hear myself think. The MI8 has a bad problem with when you're transitioning into a hover from transitional lift. The MI8 is very powerful, and the problem it'll have is because the VRS isn't perfect, it's not really correct. It's mechanical because it's a computer program. You'll be like, let's say you're at 7 degrees collective pitch on your rotor blade, and you are starting to lose altitude, and you're entering like VRS. You could literally add a 0.1 degree of collective pitch, like barely anything, and instead of starting to negate the VRS, you'll start ascending upward. So you're like right on the edge of VRS and getting ready to fall out of the sky, but if you add any, you'll just start climbing, and you're kind of screwed. You're kind of stuck right there. And that happens a lot with the MI8. So sometimes with the MI8, you're kind of bellowing below the state of VRS just a little bit, and then trying to recover it over and over, trying to work yourself down an altitude. It can be a real pain in the ass. That's why in the MI8 I'll usually try to land by flying to my landing point and maintaining transitional lift until almost the very end, which is actually one of the normal ways you would land a helicopter anyway. You wouldn't go into a full hover and then land necessarily. And especially Russian helicopters. Russian helicopters are actually made to land on runways. You can VTOL them, but they're made to land and take off from runways. You only VTOL them if you don't have a full load and stuff like that. Because they're not normal helicopters, they're flying fucking tanks and cinder blocks. Alright, is that good though, Supreme? Is there anything else? Combat takeoff. Oh yeah, one of the other things you can do, I don't always do it, mainly because it got broken, but you can go to your FD page, and, well, you know, I'm not even going to get to the FD page with you. Don't worry about the FD page. This is stuff for the DAFCS and autopiloting navigation, but instead, don't worry about the autopiloting navigation and all that stuff. It's not all implemented, nor does it work properly. But your heading bug right here, if you want your heading bug to be more represented for your actual where you're heading, like right here, it looks like 31 and a half, so 315. So you can come down here and go 315 and pump it into your heading track, and that'll change your heading bug to that heading. And that's a lot easier to spot from a glance. So you can change your heading bug by just pumping in the actual heading number. Don't mess with the rest of this stuff though. Just don't worry about this stuff for now. Eventually what you can do is you'll be able to set a heading, an airspeed, an altitude, and then hit the program, and the helicopter will fly at that heading, at that altitude, and that speed. when the DAFCS and everything is actually implemented properly. But for now, I wouldn't worry about that stuff. It's not really working. It'll be in there eventually, but you can use the heading bug to just change your heading bug for visuals for yourself. I think the radios are still broken though, right? Yeah, radios are still broke. Radios are still busted. Yeah, loading cargo's most of it. This thing flies itself. All right, tomorrow on the warm-up, we're gonna grab the Dora and we're gonna test the airburst rockets on buildings and see if we can destroy some buildings with those rockets on the warm-up. Because we should be able to. All right. Anyway, let's see who's flying. I'm gonna get you guys rated over somewhere. I'm gonna jump off here so I can. I gotta draw some more blood and deal with this nonsense. I need a new body. All right. Let me see who is flying. All right, I don't know these people. Air Larry Z. Sure, that works. We're gonna raid Air Larry. Beard, all you have to do is ask. If you let me know ahead of time, I usually try to make time within a day or two to help people when they need help with stuff. You just have to let me know. I don't mind doing it. Shit, my streams used to just be mainly doing workshops like every other stream. So I don't mind at all. That's why that's literally why I started streaming, was to share aviation with people that wanted to learn more than anything else and give myself something to do. So you just have to ask. You can always just message me in Discord, or I have like a message box in the Discord that people can leave messages inside there that I can get, or you can just send me messages, you know, directly in Discord so I know, and I'll get to it. All right. Oh, I spelled it right. All right. Raid incoming to Air Larry. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Sorry I'm leaving about 45 minutes early, but my blood's being stupid. So YouTube people, thanks for hanging out. The full screen, full resolution VOD of the stream will be up. I also converted all of all the full screen, full resolution VODs that I'm sending over to YouTube. I also have a show channel over there on the YouTube channel, like a show playlist that has all of the full screen, full resolution VODs of all the streams in one spot there. And then, of course, there's separate playlists for like little tutorial videos that I've been working on. All right, tell Larry hi for me, everybody. Take it easy. I'll be in the Discord for a few more hours if you need me. That's where you can find me. Take it easy. Yeah, I saddled up my shoes, headed out.